And now, our feature presentation.
David, did you see the end of that intro?
No.
Oh, it was. Hold on, I'm gonna have to show you on my phone now.
Oh my God, it's fine.
You have to watch it, or you have to look at it, because the end of the intro, I wanted to do like a Free Willy type thing, but I didn't know. I know you're afraid of sharks, and I didn't know if you were afraid of killer whales. So
Nope.
I just did it like I did an inflatable one, hoping that maybe that wouldn't spook you too much.
No, it's fine. Killer whales, not so much. It's generally things that, like, obviously are bigger than me, but have really, really sharp teeth that can be, like, swallow me
So killer
whole.
whales.
It's kind of, but their teeth aren't really that sharp. They're more rounded. Crocodiles, I'm kind of afraid of. Anything with really big teeth that are, like, just gonna rip off a limb.
I'm guessing you haven't seen the inside of a killer whale's mouth, then. It's pretty horrifying.
A what?
The inside of a killer whale.
The inside of a killer whale's mouth.
It's horrifying.
Hey Pierce, do you remember last week when you told episode 12?
What was that?
What was the question?
Remember last week you titled it episode 12? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys mislabeled the episodes, huh?
This one's it's number 2.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, could you fix that, Pierce? Do your job, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Lotta Jid, what's up? George, what's up? Can you guys hear me all right?
It keeps clicking in and out.
Yeah, you keep clicking in and out.
What about now? Am I
You're good now.
Okay, I just can't move. That's all. So welcome to episode 14. I know there's a mistake with the typing. Episode 14 is where we are, Sunday, May 27th. If you're not familiar with the show, what we do is drink and talk like we would at a bar, but we're all so far apart. I am in Spokane, Washington. My brother Pierce down here is in Phoenix, Arizona. David's in Santa Ana, and then Daniel. I pointed the wrong way.
Closet.
And Daniel,
Dummies.
where are you at, Daniel?
I'm from Anaheim, Orange County. So
Anaheim.
close to David.
Heyo, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I see that fucking that Ducks hat.
Nice.
I think we just gotta stick with people, who like the Ducks. That's gonna be the rest of our guests are only Ducks fans. All right, so what's new with you guys?
With me?
Anything new happened this week?
Solo.
Oh,
Big
did
movie.
you see it, Daniel?
I saw it. I saw it Thursday night. I mean, I don't know about you guys.
What'd you think? Is it better than The Last Jedi?
Oh.
No. Honestly, I enjoyed it on the same level as I enjoyed episode 1 or 2.
Okay.
So,
Man,
it's part of
How's
canon.
how's the acting?
Yeah.
Han's stale, man. I mean, you guys squint with your eyes and hope that he looks like Harrison Ford, man, but I don't like it. And you know what? The best character was honestly Lando.
Okay.
Donald Glover did a great job.
Obviously, it's Lando. He's the coolest guy in the fucking galaxy.
And honestly, the only time Han was was decent was when he was sharing the screen with Lando. So
I heard you don't really like him in the beginning, but then he grows on you. He didn't grow on you later
That's
on?
usually that's how Han was in the beginning, in the very original trilogy.
That's true.
I mean, I was never a Han fan. It was always better to like the Jedi and the Sith, right? So
I've always preferred the Jedis, but I did like Han's sort of swagger that he had, that smuggler, like, that rugged charm that he had,
yeah, I guess.
I was personally a fan of Jar Jar Binks.
I shot first.
What was that?
So I was personally a fan of the Jar Jar Binks.
Can we get how do we end the call?
How did we hang up?
I just wanted to get a reaction.
Pierce is like the new Porg. He's just gonna sit there and do nothing.
There you go. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, it's not the best Star Wars, but if you want to watch it, watch it.
I do want to watch it. I was looking forward to it. I honestly don't. I mean, like, my mentality about it all was, it can't be any worse than The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi I thought was absolute garbage.
See, I like The Last Jedi.
I liked it too.
Yeah,
I don't see what the fuck.
Because you guys,
I think David has a tendency to align himself with the popular consensus of
That's
everybody.
not even a popular opinion.
Everybody
is that
says
everybody liked The Last Jedi.
no. Everybody
fact
hated
is, the
it.
movie
What are you
sucked.
talking about? Everybody hated it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm part of a lightsaber group, and there was a lot of people in even my group that didn't like it. So I understand the argument, but personally, hey, I enjoyed it, and you know, it's not like I enjoy every Star Wars movie. Like I said, Han Solo, yeah,
it was pretty rough. I mean, it's that scene with Princess Leia. You know, I would have been happy if they just ended her like that. You know, just drifting into space. You know, but then she wakes up and like pulls a Superman shit. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? From that point on, the movie just like took this wild ass turn.
I thought that was
like,
cool.
So not
it,
interested.
like, shows you that she's like attuned with the Force, and like you've never seen.
Everybody knew that.
But you've never like physically seen how strong,
it manifests
how
the way
strong
she was able to
Force.
manipulate. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so beer of the week. I chose Killian's Irish Red, and nobody else could fucking get it.
I couldn't. Find it.
And I had to go to 4 different stores to grab it.
You had hard
and
that was me and George the other week, dude.
I actually left it out there.
Pick these ones up.
I'll be right back.
Me and George picked these ones up. We had to go to 4 different places the other week. Was it last Sunday? Yeah.
I got the
same one.
You're in Nevada. You got the same one too? These are really good, dude. Not gonna lie.
I hate to admit it, but I'm not much of a drinker. And my mom's more of a drinker, so I'm taking my mom's beer.
Can we have your mom on the show for a bit, please?
No, she's outside making Korean barbecue for the family. So
What
I'm making dinner for
you're
you
in
guys,
Anaheim?
man.
Daniel,
Yeah.
where in Anaheim are you? I'm gonna go to your house after.
Let's go join up. You should have
So
just
you
done
got
it
the
together.
secret of the life,
Man.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm going
seriously.
straight to your place. Hey, what is she making?
That pork stuff, that bacon thing. What is that?
The belly fat?
Yeah, the
That
pork
stuff
belly.
is
Pork
so
belly.
good.
Okay, there you go.
You're making me want to go eat Korean barbecue after this.
I'm just like, I get closer to thinking
I
I
might
can
go to
maybe
one of
smell
the
it,
2
like-
Korean barbecue places down here.
I was gonna say, man, you're in Arizona. You ain't got shit out there, dude. That's not Korean.
That
That's
whole state's a fucking barbecue in the summertime.
Hey, George, I agree with you, man. Jar Jar Binks was the original Sith Lord. He's
Pretty good theory.
I believe that. I believe that.
I'm waiting for the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd pay for that.
Redeem Jar Jar.
I keep drinking before my cheers. I keep fucking that shit up. One day I'll get it. So I got a new cheers. I got new cheers for this week. Pierce, where's your drink at?
In my hand.
Oh, okay. Ready? Here's to the girl on the hill that says she won't, but her sister will.
Cheers. Kanpai.
All right, so let's get started. On tonight's show, we have some celebrity news / movie news, some reboots, a couple new segments, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to take a visit to Portland, Oregon for some stupid people. Remember that one time, Facebook memories, and then a really cool announcement at the end of this. But yeah, I did mention that it is Sunday the 27th, and tomorrow is the 28th. And for those of you who don't know, Pierce's birthday is 5/28.
Sure is.
Happy birthday, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what's crazy?
What's
Pierce's birthday is 5/28, and mine is 8/25. It's just like reversed.
Okay.
Mine is...
Do you not know your birthday, David?
No. 804?
804.
804? Is that a number? Is that a time?
I guess 84. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So, anyway, I was thinking about it, and Pierce, do you remember back in the day we recorded like these little radio station segments when we were kids?
I remember doing that in Victorville.
So a long ass time ago. No, it wasn't
We
in
did
Victorville. It was
some in
in
Victorville when we were
okay,
down
yeah,
there.
but we did some way before then. So I had a computer mic and a computer, and we had like a little boombox next to us, and
Oh, you're cutting off.
we had like we had an intercom. I cut off.
You're good now.
You're good.
You just moved your...
I had we had an intercom function on our phone, our wireless phone. So Pierce would call like a call-in viewer, and he'd request music and shit. And I forgot we fucking did that so long ago.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And now we're doing it now, kinda.
We're living our childhood dreams.
It should have been our job. It was our job. Should have been our job from the beginning.
That's your job?
That would have been cool. Anyway, shit. Speaking of cool jobs, our guest Daniel here has a pretty cool fucking job. Pierce, I sent you some images for this. Daniel, why don't you tell us what you do?
So, I used to be a boring office worker working in a cubicle for about 10 years. But as
Hey, hold on, real quick. Steve Carell showed that working in an office can't be that boring, right? Was it that bad? You didn't have like a Michael Scott?
I don't know, man. I wanted to blow my brains out. I swear to God, that was the last straw. So yeah, I quit and went to cinema makeup school and became a special effects makeup artist. You know, I had no plans really. It was just more like, honestly, I wanted to get into cosplay, and I am not the type to watch YouTube. I'd rather get hands-on experience, go to school for this. So, you know, I went to school. This is, you know, I learned to make life casts. I learned to sculpt, you know, make prosthetics. And so I graduated last summer, and for the past year, I've been, you know, working in studios, major studios, you know, that are working on TV shows and movies, you know, things that, you know, already came out. And things I can't talk about because I signed an NDA.
So with the, I know you have the non-disclosure agreements, but the things that you've done previously, is there anything you could like name drop real quick?
He made that? Did you make it?
Make what? What are we talking about?
Thanos' gauntlet?
Oh, no. I wish. But I don't know if you guys can see this. Legacy Effects, they are the studio that was responsible for, you know, the recent movies like Pacific Rim 2.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
They did the prosthetics for Avengers. And they're the studio that won for the Oscar for, or what is that? Shape of Water. You know that movie?
Okay.
They did
I haven't seen it, but I heard like some lady like hooks up with some fish creature.
Oh, yeah. You know, some mermaid.
Glorified bestiality, but with fish. So
Well, it's an alien,
like
though, right? I mean,
fish.
it's like Elliot like hooking up with ET. That's kind of like the similar thing, right?
Well, Alien and ET are both aliens, so they're just hooking up.
What?
Just
I said Elliot, not Alien and ET.
Oh.
What are you stupid?
Sorry.
Anyway, Pierce showed the photos a little prematurely. Tell us what's going on in these photos you got here, Daniel.
Pierce, you got one job.
Sorry, that was part of it.
So this one's fucking killer right here. This is, for those of you who don't know, this is fucking Wild Wing.
That's what Anaheim's all about.
Full name, he deserves.
Wild Wing Flashblade. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been bringing back the Flashblade. You know, I'd say that to everybody. So this is the first time I've ever sculpted. You know, they teach you how to do.
That's your first thing you ever sculpted?
Yeah, and you know
shit.
what? Looking back at it now, it's shit. I still have it on my desk as is, just to remind me what my first work.
Hey,
is.
I'll take it if you don't want it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, honestly, real talk, I want to make a Wild Wing cosplay, wear it to the Honda Center, and just kind of sit in the crowd and see what happens.
Hell yeah, man, that would be
Do
amazing.
that, dude. That would be awesome.
Maybe troll their mascot, you know, because it's not exactly the same suit.
Just
so.
ghost it.
Yeah, was this while you were in school?
Yeah, so this is a class, and this Wild Wing is based on the cartoon that came out in '96.
Dude, I've been really wanting them to get that back, because you remember back when we were kids, like Wayne's World was about hockey, you know, or not about hockey, but it was involved.
Yeah.
You know, fucking on Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones on Ninja Turtles, like hockey was such a big thing back when we were kids, and nowadays, you know, not too many people fucking care about it. We need to bring it back. Bring that cartoon back. It'll fucking come back.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the Ducks because of the Mighty Ducks movie. I mean, the movies itself get a big imprint, so.
So Pierce, let's take a look at this next one. So what's in this next one? Is this still while you're in school?
What are we looking at here? Sorry.
Hold on.
Can't wait for Pierce.
That other image, there it is.
Yeah. So this is my
Life mask.
Death mask, exactly. That's actually the same thing. That's where, I mean, death masks and live casts are exactly the same procedure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but this is, you know, this is very rough. It's made out of stone.
You're made out of stone?
Did
you like you chiseled it?
No. So they pour.
Stone?
We make a mold.
Oh.
So they
Yeah.
something over my face, and then, you know, once that hardens and stuff. Like,
Wait,
so,
that's you?
Yeah. You
Oh
couldn't tell?
shit! No, that looks like an old guy.
Dude,
that
Daniel,
look-
sorry
does that
about
look-
Josh's rude outfit.
That looks
For once,
way.
I'm
That
not the
looks
rude
way
one on the
older.
show.
That
So
looks way fucking
I
older.
want to point something out. You can see my brows kind of furrowed as if I'm kind of pissed off, right?
Yeah.
I actually was pissed because what it is, I'm sitting under that. Two of the girls were kind of like they're the
Laughing at you?
they're the
Yeah,
weakest.
all the
No, they're the weakest link in our class.
They were denying your advances.
I can't get drunk enough for that. But they were the ones working on me. They were kind of fucking up, so I was pissed off, and it caught that impression. So I have this furrowed look as my life cast. But Yeah, I mean, that's one of the first steps. We need the actor's live cast or the model's live cast when we are trying to make prosthetics in the movie biz. So
Okay.
That's fucking awesome.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Better than my job.
Gosh,
Here,
might
so
be able to
you can
help
come.
with
You
your
can come
face.
back over.
Yeah.
All right, so I have some cool celebrity news to talk about. So you guys heard about Johnny Knoxville's movie that's coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude,
Action Point.
Wayne
Jones
action.
Jukebox had him on the radio, but I completely missed it. Go on.
So the new movie that's coming out, I watched an interview, right? I didn't watch the movie, but I watched an interview. And what happened was, he does his own stunts. Like back in Jackass days, he's fucking
Oh, yeah.
nuts, dude. Like he's
Yeah.
absolutely insane. And his fame and all that shit, because he really blew up out of all of them, did not go to his head. He's fucking still does his stunts and shit. So he was watching this stunt, and the stunt man was flying through the air and landing like 20 feet out. So he was flying 6 feet in the air, landing 20 feet out onto some cushions. And he was like, the stunt man lands it every time, but he rolls out of it, And he's like, I'm not gonna fucking roll out of it. Like I'm gonna sell this shit. So he flew through the air and fucking.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
So get this. He goes and he gets checked out, right? Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes to the doctor, gets checked out. They look at him. They end up sending him home. Like, you're good. They send him home. After he lost like 30 minutes worth of memory, by the way. So he gets blood in his nose. So he blows his nose, and his fucking eyeball pops out.
Yeah. That actually that shit happens in MMA when they get punched in the face and their nose breaks. They tell them don't blow out because that pressure will actually fuck up their eyes.
Push it out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
his like orbital bone or whatever
Occipital.
didn't even break. No, well, he said orbital, so I'm quoting him. But it didn't even break. It disintegrated.
First?
Yeah, I mean,
Disintegrated?
it just disappeared. It's gone. But he went to blow his nose, and his fucking eyeball popped out. And then, so he like popped back. Then he was wearing an eye patch. He said he was hanging out with like Chris Pontius or something like that. And later on that week, he had his eye patch on, and he was like, someone made him laugh, and for some reason he put his and boom, popped out again.
Oh man, that's
So he
nasty.
can't laugh that hard ever, or his eyeball will pop out.
I mean, well, he pushed his
I mean-
nose down when he did it for some reason.
He's got no bone structure to
Oh,
Ah.
support that. So
But
hey,
can you imagine
real
just
quick.
going to blow your nose?
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
rest in peace, Ryan Dunn. We
Oh,
miss
shit,
you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been Jackass 4, man, without you. So, I love Jackass, man. I watch that shit all the time on Netflix. I'll watch the old ones even, and how they come up with like the 2.5, the 3.5, like. Man, I love all that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wild Boys. That was my
Wild
favorite,
Boys is
dude.
really fun.
With Manny Puig,
Oh yeah, the old dude.
the
Yeah,
old dude,
is
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, man. I used to love Wild Boys. That was my shit. Then MTV's.
But yeah, I mean, tell me you haven't done something stupid just because of Jackass though when you were a kid. Like you were like,
Yeah,
this is hey, what's that Family Guy one? This is rooftop.
Rooftop shopping cart.
Anyway, yeah, dude, fucking Johnny Knoxville's crazy. Anyway, speaking of Johnny's, David, Johnny Depp's new movie. Tell us about that.
Movie's called City of Lies, and he plays the detective who is spearheading the case about who killed Tupac and Biggie. But I guess I don't
I
know
heard
if
about
there's
it, yeah.
the actual conspiracy. If it's like I mean, there's always been the conspiracy about like who killed who or whatever.
And the
But
police
I-
being involved.
The police being involved. So this movie is revolving around this theory that the LAPD had a hand in the murder of them.
Wow.
And so, Forrest Whitaker, he's also in the movie. He plays a guy who's just doing an investigative work just because either he's writing a book. I'm not really too sure about his character. But, the movie, even like they say it in the trailer, they're like, oh, well, you can't comment on an open investigation. And if the investigation is always going to be open, no one's ever going to tell you the truth. So it looks really interesting. I think it takes place over a period of like 20 years, I think. So there's going to be like a 20-year gap in the movie, because like Johnny Depp's young and then he's like older.
That's crazy.
So
I don't
that
know how I
one's
feel
coming out in
about that,
September.
man.
What's up?
I don't know how I feel about that. I hope there's some truth to the movie because I don't want it just like based on a true story bullshit. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
it could be a
It
true
is
story,
Hollywood, so-
but they're going off the conspiracy, and they're like,
It's
Yeah.
a what if, but people will latch on to whatever they play. you know.
So
Well,
speaking of murder movie, oh, I'm sorry. Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
I just want to, speaking of murder movies, Happy Land Murders, the new Jim
hilarious.
Henson movie.
Did you guys ever watch that movie, Meet the Feebles?
Oh man.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
And we already had Meet the Feebles. I mean, come on.
Meet the Feebles.
You never heard of it?
But no, I
Look
haven't.
up Meet the Feebles. Get that one out of there.
Not right now, but I'll look at it. So, Happy Land Murders, the one that Daniel was talking about. It's got what's her name, Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
You may know her from like The Heat and what else, Spy, all those movies. Anyway,
What was that? Bridesmaids.
it's like
Bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids. I think that was her first like real big appearance, right?
I'm haunted by the image of her taking a shit in the sink, and she's like,
No, mine's putting her leg up like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the movie looks fucking hilarious. It's got puppets in it, but it's absolutely like not
It's
for
adult.
children at all.
It's
It's
like
bad.
what happens on Sesame Street after dark kind of thing.
After dark, yeah. But it looks great.
The trailer ends with the cum shot, with the money shot.
Yeah. Like,
I'm lightheaded.
all right. John, by the way, the movie David was talking about was called City of Lies. He said it in the beginning, but pretty quickly. City of Lies is the movie. And then Jade, hello. Thanks for signing on. I have a new movie to talk about. Pretty excited. So, did you guys? You guys saw Bright, right?
Bits and pieces of it. I didn't really. Yeah.
What?
Studio ADI, another studio that my school is affiliated with. They are responsible for Bright, so shout out.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
shit.
that's a fucking. It was a great movie, David. I don't know how.
The one that was on Netflix that you were telling us about, right?
Yeah, Will Smith. Yeah, and the orcs and stuff.
Okay, I remember you talking about that.
Now this is a story all about how his life got twisted.
Anyway, so that was a Netflix original that was produced. I mean, it was made like an actual theatrical movie, but it was released on Netflix for free.
Yeah.
For the cost of a subscription. For the cost of subscription, I should say. Anyway, they're making a new one, and it's
Bright 2? Too Bright.
No, a new movie. A new Netflix movie. So it has Ryan Reynolds in it.
Wow.
It's Underground,
what?
and it's actually
Wait, what'd you say?
Go back.
It's called Six Underground.
Oh, I heard about
it's actually written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick.
I heard it has a huge budget.
Who are the writers and executive producers for Deadpool?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
six Underground, you got to think, was that like 6 feet underground or something like
Or
that?
6 of them underground?
I don't know. But anyway, here's one downfall that I have. It's going to be directed by Michael Bay.
You lost me. Nah, I'm done.
Oh yeah, I'm really glad that we're on the same page here.
We know that they can get rid of directors and re-sign other ones. That they could get rid of directors and re-sign other ones, right?
Are they gonna
they're not
Michael
gonna.
Bay?
They're gonna waste so much money with Michael Bay by the time they don't want him.
It's like I just want to.
Like, hey, just at this point, just fucking get it over.
It's one of their biggest budgets, though. It's like 100 something million.
I thought Martin Scorsese's thing that was the biggest budget that they had. He's like over budget.
I'm really excited for that movie. Hell yeah.
I can't wait, dude. I really want to get the book and read that first.
There's a book? Okay.
There's a book called So I Hear You Paint Houses.
Yeah, paint houses. That's like fucking Hitman.
Is it really?
That's what they call it. Yeah, like
Well,
if you're looking for a house painter, you're looking for a house painter. That's a Hitman.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
David, I think we released some, or I just released some of our secrets. Fuck.
Some more source material. Great. Now
We're gonna have painters show tomorrow, man. Like,
now they know how we're funding the show.
Yeah. Well, we got to do it somehow. So I have a fucking reboot. So I'm not really excited about this either. I wasn't too excited about. I mean, like the whole movie I just talked about. Up until I read that Michael Bay was signed on, I was excited about. But this one I'm not excited about at all. Pierce, I actually have an image that I sent you.
Well, you're not excited about this, but you're talking about it?
Yeah, I am. I want to get your guys' opinion.
Oh, you are excited about it.
So here we go. Thundercats Roar.
Oh,
it's a Thundercats reboot.
Why you gotta bring up shit like this, dude? You know I didn't have cable as a kid growing up. Dude,
Thundercats.
Okay.
Yeah, I get another beer. You guys do the thing.
Does he not know what Thundercats
I'm
was?
guessing so. He looks.
Wasn't it on regular Saturday morning cartoons? I don't know. He didn't need cable for
Get
that.
another beer.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. No, it was on,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it was on
You
Cartoon
just needed
Network.
an antenna.
Yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
what?
okay, so I got one thing to say about this new Thundercats. Well, first of all, Cartoon Network tried to do a serious Thundercats back in 2013. You know, getting Will Friedle to do the voice and stuff.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
that's right. Okay, that one I
Right.
remember.
So they tried.
Right.
Okay. I get it. The Teen Titans Go formula works. So fucking
Uh-huh.
capitalize on that. I get it. But for us old fans, this is heartbreaking. I would say.
So
old folks.
this is a big issue for a lot of people. Pierre, scroll to that next slide. There's something called Kel art style.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen this before.
I've seen this thing.
So
terrible.
this is kind of unanimously becoming our cartoons,
Yeah.
and
Lazy.
that's a big pushback for this
Yeah, thank you.
Thundercats also.
Just lazy freaking artwork is all.
Lazy.
Yeah, I mean it's cheap though,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
And it's cutesy. I get it, but it's
You could just focus
the-
on
the-
writing little quirky jokes and.
the weird shaped sausage mouth characters of the future.
But yeah. Hey, but you know what? Japanese anime had the same formula for decades, and they
Still
were
do.
super successful. You know, I get it. If this works for Western animation, hey, and they get fans, right? They
Yeah.
they find the fans, so whatever.
Well, because it's really all
So-
about like the voices and the characters, I guess.
Yeah. On this same note, Daniel, have you seen Batman Ninja?
I have not seen it
You
yet.
haven't?
Josh,
No.
did you? Did you?
No.
Let's count on that.
No,
I saw it. I saw it.
How'd you like it? What'd you think?
So, all right, let me tell you a little bit about it. I'm not going to give away spoilers or anything. But
The Joker.
David, what the fuck? What do you
I
sighing
wanted
about?
to hear about like what your opinion was, not about
I'm-
like. the whole-
He's about to tell you. He's about to
Dumb
tell
fuck.
you.
So, the
I want
style,
to build up to it. Don't build up to it. Just go.
the animation style is a little different, right?
The
They go
animation.
through these several
Mhm.
different types of animation, which is fucking weird. I don't get it. Were you making a joke there, David?
No, I was just making fun of you. But wait, different types of animation.
Yes, different types of animation throughout it. So if you remember,
Like,
like
omnibus
you know, like
kinda
the what's like the Borderlands or Borderlands,
Cell
sorry,
shading?
Borderlands animation. Yes, that. So it's kind of like that in the beginning, and then they go to these weird like, fuck, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like kind of like cutouts
Quasi 3D.
where there's like a background that moves,
Oh.
and then like two-dimensional cutouts.
like
They talk
Archer.
to each other.
monologue
Like
that they're
Archer.
trying
It's
to give
weird.
off?
Yeah, it just throughout the whole movie. But anyway, you mentioned Will Friedle a minute ago, Daniel. Will Friedle plays in there.
Josh, I think your mic
the-
is too close. Pull it
Okay.
back a little bit, dude. You keep
in the
cutting in and
English
out.
in the English version, Will Friedle plays Red Robin.
Mhm.
Red Robin. Yum.
Okay.
I'm a big Will Friedle fan. I mean, Batman
I'm a big
Beyond.
Red Robin
Whoa,
fan.
Oh yeah,
what?
Batman
Boy
Beyond.
Meets World, Batman Beyond.
Pierce,
right?
you know who we're talking
No.
about? The older brother on Boy Meets World.
Oh, really?
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric
Eric
Matthews.
Eric Matthews, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about now.
What do you think my
He
chances
was
of
also
getting into
in-
Yale?
He was also in a few Disney movies too. He was in like a hockey
Good move,
movie.
David.
I
Good
remember
call.
that.
He was in a hockey. Oh yeah,
Disney.
HE double
Yeah.
hockey sticks. He played
I don't
Grifflekin.
remember that. I don't remember
It was a Disney Channel
Is
original.
that where you got that name from?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I got that name from. that I
thought
used to
you
use a
made
long
that
time
name
ago.
up.
No. So anyway, Batman at one point has like this weird Friar Tuck haircut. So it's like hair going down and then just
Oh
like
no way!
bald up top, and then when he leans down, he has a bat symbol.
Oh my
That's pretty
god.
cool.
It's
All
pretty
right.
fucking funny, but that's
it
not
made
the
to be
funniest
funny?
part. I sent Pierce a photo of this. I don't think it's meant to be funny, but this is fucking hilarious. So hold on, here's a character design. So you see in the very back, it has Nightwing in the back right. Red Robin's right here in front of us. The left is Batman, and then right up close is fucking regular Robin. That's like balding for some reason.
Man, that's a style.
You know what he looks like? He looks like those black
looks
kids
like-
you see in videos nowadays when they fuck up with their parents and they get like shaved or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, those videos are hilarious.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kids are like forcing them to sit there and just chopping off all their hair.
Right, shaving it off.
He's like a weird version of Krusty the Clown. But
Hey, does Batman ever get mad? Like, oh, Alfred son. Did he ever like summon Alfred. Is Alfred in there? Is he in there?
So Alfred's in it.
Okay, cool.
Almost all of the villains in the Batman universe. I mean, not all. Of course, there's so many, but a shit ton of villains in the Batman universe. It really centers around his battle with Grodd and the Joker. The Joker, played by Tony Hale, who was in Arrested Development. He was in the Heat also. You know, like that guy. The Heat. You ever seen the movie The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy? We were just talking about.
I saw bits and pieces of it actually. I remember now.
Oh. Did you ever watch an entire movie ever? Just bits and pieces.
If you don't pique my interest in the first 5 minutes, I'm like cutting out.
But towards the end, there's like this they all join up and there's like this Gundam style robot. It's fucking.
Mecha?
I'm telling you, all you have to do, just give it a chance. You know, be patient with it. It's pretty good. Don't ever compare it to Killing Joke, right? Yeah, Killing Joke.
Obviously not.
Don't compare it to that because you'll be very disappointed. But it's good. I mean, I watched it and I watched it all the way through. I liked it. It
looked pretty cool actually. I was really looking forward to that trailer that they had for it. Really got me wanting to watch it actually. But I didn't know there was different forms of animation in there.
George said it was a samurai style cut, so. I guess that's part of their battle attire. They're gonna laugh the other three to death.
I understand it's a samurai style cut, but it looks like he was around the Jackass crew and got buzzed off. You know, like
right.
So, just saying, man. He looks like he looks like he got pranked, but. But yeah.
So,
hey, well, hold on. Let me ask you something. So, are you saying the Killing Joke Batman is the bar? That's your best Batman animation movie? Or, you know, anybody chime in. Seriously, like, I want to know, because I kind of fell away from the DC animated movies a little bit. Local...
I think the lack of repetition, it's something brand new that I haven't seen before, because I've watched the other one several times, so I think the fact that I haven't seen it before, it's new, and the animation was great, the story was great. That's my new favorite.
I have a difficult time really watching Batman animated movies if it doesn't have Kevin Conroy's voice. It bothers me when you can tell. Like Peter Weller's, I can get it. I'm like, okay, he's alright, he's RoboCop, whatever. But anybody else, I'm like, oh, fuck it's hard for me to get through.
I haven't really liked any Batman animations since the WB stuff.
Yeah, that was Kevin Conroy. His voice is Batman, even in the Arkham series. Yeah. Except for Arkham Origins, he did the voiceover for Batman.
Nice.
More so than Batman's voice changing, it's when Joker is not Mark Hamill. I cannot.
That too.
So I mentioned Tony Hale playing the Joker, and at first he's absolutely fucking terrible. As he starts getting louder and crazier and more maniacal, he does a better job, but he's nothing compared to Mark Hamill.
A better job than Mark Hamill? Like what?
A better job than he did earlier.
No, I mean honestly, Mark Hamill is synonymous with Joker's
It's gotta be Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. They've always got to be, otherwise it's shit. You know?
Yeah.
They gotta be in it. They gotta be at odds ends.
I remember the first time I found out that fucking Luke Skywalker.
Right?
I was fucking.
No. How about my mind was blown when I found out Luke Skywalker was in Guyver. You know that shit?
I didn't know that.
Guyver? Yeah, the live-action Guyver movie. Steve Wang was behind the makeup for that and the suits. Shout out to Steve Wang. I want to work with you. Just
but he's definitely watching. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
Am I doing right?
Mine's out there. But yeah, they made a live-action Guyver. They actually made 2 live-action Guyver movies back in the late '80s or early '90s, and Mark Hamill was a detective in that movie. So going back to that and seeing him going around with the bullshit fake ass gun, and it's kind of weird, you know.
So he's like hot off the set of Return of the Jedi.
I guess, yeah. I mean, maybe right before he started getting that Joker gig, so you know.
Yeah, that was right before the Joker. Yeah, because he started early '90s, so then 77, 1980, what, 82 or 82 was Empire Strikes Back, and then right a couple years after that, 85 I think was Return of the Jedi.
It must be right after.
None of us are as old as you.
I turn 34 next Friday.
Fuck.
On June.
I was calling David old, but I was just kidding.
I let him take the joke. I was like, I know the joke was directed to me, but I'll let someone else jump in front of the bullet and fucking take it.
I got
Danny,
it.
you're a good sport.
All right, so I got a brand new segment, and I'm so fucking excited about it.
Just
So
a small penis.
let me talk about it a little bit. So Kenny goes to a bar every Saturday, right? And I thought it'd be funny to just, give Kenny some topics to interview some people at the bar that he goes to. Kenny being drunk and interviewing a bunch of drunks, right? Just the inebriated side of the nation that we live in.
It's funny because Kenny's kind of awkward when he's drunk too.
So I title this segment "Inebri Nation" with Kenny. Go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it, Pierce.
Well done, nice.
Go ahead and roll it,
Okay.
Pierce.
Whoa, Nebri Nation time with Kenny.
So we're here with the what? The Golden Knights. I have no fucking idea. Do you have a reference on who's your favorite player? No, I literally have zero idea who the fuck they are. So it's like the hockey team from Vegas. I have no fucking idea, man. From fucking San Francisco, man.
From San Francisco.
Yeah, and Melbourne.
It doesn't even sound like he's from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So hold on. If you guys didn't hear that, Pierce, what'd you do to the stream? So
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
it was a little difficult to hear. So he's at Punk Rock Bowling right now. He's not at his fucking bar, which I thought he was. So
Well, Punk
I
Rock
don't
Bowling
know.
this weekend, so yeah.
I guess he didn't vet anybody before, gauge their information before, asking them the questions. So he goes up to this guy and he's like, "What do you think of the Las Vegas Golden Knights?" And then he's like, "I have no idea who the fuck they are." And he's like, "Any reference on who your favorite player is?" and then the guy's like, "No, I have no idea who they are." And he's like, "I'm from San Francisco, man." And then as Kenny pulls the camera to himself, he's like, the other guy says, "And from Melbourne originally, Melbourne, Australia."
Yeah.
And then Kenny gets close and he's like, "He doesn't even sound like he's from San Francisco."
Dude, Kenny's like our beer bugs for our show.
Man, so I have one more. So here's another clip. Hopefully we could hear it. It's still got some background noise because, of course, he's at Punk Rock Bowling. But
Wait,
just
real quick.
another...
Josh,
What's up?
you didn't go with my pitch for the title of this segment, Intoxication?
Oh, with talks in it?
Yeah.
No, because did you hear the song in the beginning?
Yeah, I heard it. It was kind of... it actually... I like it. It was like a little...
So I had to...
It was a little pitchy.
So I woke up and I did that song this morning on my phone. And
Really?
yeah, so when I was recording, I did it. I mean, it took me like half an hour, but when I was recording, I couldn't hear what I was singing along with, so I had to record it and just guess where I was with the other recording. So it
Yeah.
took fucking forever. That's why it's not aligned and shit. But I just thought it was so stupid and funny, so I just fucking left it.
It's still catchy, though. I like it.
And I don't know
Intoxication.
if you noticed, but at the end it was showing Kenny talking, then it freeze framed, and it freeze framed him and then zoomed out on the worst photo ever. Anyway, so I have one more. Hopefully you guys could hear this second one. So let's hear this second.
We'll turn this one up before we start it.
Okay.
Really good.
Go
You
there.
got this, Pierce, or what's up? You need help?
Hey, real quick, I see the live comments. Shout out to Lightspeed Saber League, my group, Starbabs. What's up?
Hello,
They just
welcome.
signed on,
Thank you for
so-
joining us.
Yeah. Haven't talked about you guys yet, so hang out.
Ladies and gentlemen, so Baron, do you have a favorite player for the Golden Knights?
I don't.
No? Not familiar? No. Well, Baron's actually where are you from?
No, Myra, New York. Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. Back at Punk Rock Bowling, man. See you guys.
What's going on there?
I want to like it, but I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
So that's exactly what that's the same idea everybody had, because Kenny's like, "Hey, what's your favorite Golden Knights player? And the guy's like, I don't have one. And he's like, where are you from? And he's like, Elvira, he said, no, he says Elvira, New York first. And then he's like, but where you live? And he's like, Tucson, Arizona. Kenny's like, Tucson, Arizona. Like, I tried. I don't know what to tell you, but it was great. It was great interviews. He clearly like the question was for people at his bar, because people in Vegas, you know, they're supporting the Golden Knights big time because they're fucking bandwagoners and they're just like, oh my god, I love hockey.
Hey, number 2. That's my second team now.
No, it can't be.
Yes.
So, and then you ask him, who's your favorite? Ask, or you can answer. But them, I was anticipating them being like, oh, I don't know, you know, because they're just fucking bandwagoners and they didn't watch any part of the season. But Kenny asked people who have no idea who the fuck the Golden Knights are, who their favorite player is, and I really want to know. I haven't been able to get a hold of him today, so I hope like he didn't get
hungover.
He didn't get like stabbed for asking questions.
What'd you say about Tucson, Arizona?
But I haven't been able to talk to him today, but I really want to know what his vetting process was. Did he just go up and say, hey, I'm going to record something and ask you a question? Or, I mean, he could have easily gone up and been like, hey, do you know who the Golden Knights is? Because he had a few different options of questions, and he decided to go with that one.
Be like, oh, it's my Instagram, don't worry about it. And then, you know, fucking ask away.
Yo, David, why are you so dark, man? We only see your face, like you're a floating face now.
It was
he's
right
Mexican.
in here earlier. But,
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta get.
He was using natural lighting.
All right. Well.
I was using natural lighting. Now it's. Is there even lights in this house?
The problem with natural lighting is it gets dark.
Really? Is that how it works?
What?
I thought the Earth was flat and just someone shuts off the light sometimes.
Inebriation time.
I really do like that catchy fucking thing. There we go. Thanks, Jack.
We need to write more intros for every one of our segments.
Yeah, and we need to. I need to write more jokes. I need to get on it. Actually, I was researching a lot of the stuff that you wanted me to. I don't know if you want to introduce that segment today, but I'm kind of ready for it.
Sorry, guys. I got a piece.
I thought you were gonna blow us a kiss for a second. You're like, sorry, guys.
He's like,
all right. So I have some dumb people to talk about. So let's visit fucking Portland, Oregon. There's a 40-year-old. I'm reading. Sorry, because I don't want to mess any of this up.
A 40-year-old?
A 40-year-old named Raji Azar, and
Raji?
he is the ringleader of a Lego.
Gang?
Fucking. Like Lego. You know, like Lego building blocks.
yeah, a gang?
A Lego criminal organization. So, he was arrested for selling over $50,000 in stolen Legos.
Oh my god.
Dude, believe it or not, wait,
So-
hold on. Before you continue,
Go ahead.
dude, I had a friend of mine who used to work with, and he was like, I have actually two friends that buy Legos, and my friend used to buy them right when they came out, and then when Toys R Us would stop selling that particular Lego, edition, whatever, like if it was Avengers or whatever, then he would sell it on eBay for like triple or quadruple
That's
the
smart.
fucking price that it came out with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's a niche market, but Lego organization does exist.
So before I finish talking about my topic, someone commented, David with the gender neutral haircut.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta be politically correct in these times.
There you go,
Oh
man.
hell yeah! With this
Lego Batman with the fucking lobster.
Commodore.
That's tight.
Lobster.
Hell yeah.
What are they called? Commodores?
I don't know. I'm
Thermidor.
not rich enough to eat it.
Lobster
Thermidors,
Thermidor.
right.
No, I just watched the movie a couple times. That's
I actually collect Legos. I do have a collection, and I understand.
Wait, what are you holding up?
so hold on. Were you
Sorry,
involved?
look.
Lego
Oh,
Batman and Lego Joker.
That was wasn't
Oh,
that
nice.
Zach? That was Zach Galifianakis, right? Who did the voice of that Joker?
Right. No, it's Patton Oswalt, I think. Patton Oswalt.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm gonna challenge you on this. Lego
No.
Batman movie. I think it was
Who's
Zach
our
Galifianakis.
producer? Pierce, are you my producer? Are you the producer?
I sure am.
No,
Or no.
it's
know
worth a Google. David, where'd you go?
So
again?
cool.
Nice pull. I'm actually on IMDb right now, just in case, because I didn't want to fuck up. Let's see. Where is the Joker?
I think it was Zach Galifianakis.
Galifianakis, I concede to you, Josh. My bad. But Yeah, I would say.
I know voices pretty well.
So, out here.
David, why do you keep disappearing?
Someone keeps calling and the screen thing, you know.
Go on busy
So
mode.
let me tell you.
How do you do that?
Airplane
Walk me through it.
He doesn't know technology.
I don't.
Anyway,
I really
go
don't.
ahead, Daniel.
Yeah, so I do collect toys and I do the whole.
You do
They're called action figures. So
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there was a guy who ran kind of like one of those pawn store toys, you know, the used toy stores around here in Orange County.
when you say used toy stores, that sounds weird.
What is it called?
Yeah, I don't remember. It's not a plug for the guy. That guy was one of the.
You say plug.
Used store, not even there. This guy, he would go to Target. He would buy Lego sets. And this guy would take away the minifigures. He would take the characters out and then return the Lego sets as is, just, you know, get his money back or whatever. And he would sell those off on eBay. So that guy actually got caught, you know, arrested and all that bullshit. But yeah, there's shit like that around here too. So.
Oh yeah, shit! I didn't even.
know there was a
finish
whole
talking about
black
my topic.
market for Lego.
So this guy,
You-
this guy would get he would get addicts to steal, and like, you know, for opioids and shit. So he'd get them to go steal and he'd resell them on like eBay and shit. So they would go steal from like Walmart and Target and all these other places, and then he would resell them on eBay and Craigslist and all that stuff to parents who didn't want to spend so much fucking money on their Legos. So he was charged with over 27 counts of felonies, including theft, laundering, and computer crimes. And he actually got caught. Well, I'll ask you, how do you think he got caught?
There was a Lego trail. No, let's see if I can think for you.
You approached the wrong kid. I mean, the kid was under.
He was on the wrong block.
So he. Oh, hey, block. I get it.
Dude, 5 minutes later.
I was thinking about what I was gonna say next, and then never mind. So anyway, he tried getting some undercover police officers to steal $13,000 worth of Legos and resell them to him, and he got caught. So he's doing some hard time for fucking Legos.
Oh wait, so let me ask this: did the cops actually go through with the stealing process and they got the?
I think we're gonna have Joe the cop on one of these days. But I have a buddy who's a cop, or a former police officer, I should say.
Okay,
But
cool.
anyway, he told me that you could commit a misdemeanor trying to catch a felony. I'm not sure if you could commit a felony while catching a felony, but as a police officer, you could commit a misdemeanor crime. So you could smoke weed with somebody trying to catch them like doing meth.
I thought. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I thought like when you're undercover. I remember hearing that like you can't do drugs at all.
No, that's not the case. You could commit a misdemeanor to catch a felony.
I don't even know what those things are.
Hey, we're not lawyers. We can't give legal
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah,
Me neither.
don't follow me.
No. I meant police officers have the ability to do this, not regular people. like you just smoke weed with someone and they're doing meth and you're like, got you. That's probably not a good fucking, you know, thought process anyway.
It's not legal advice.
Yeah. So what else? Is there?
Method. Everybody method around, eh? So anyway, speaking of fucking hobbies, Daniel, you have a pretty fucking cool hobby.
Yeah.
I know about it, but
I've
nobody
been
else knows, so let's
eyeballing
talk
the
about it.
back, like the wall.
The
and
back of his head?
Yeah. Look at that.
Fucking crazy.
Oh man, I mean, I would love. Let me see if I can give you the tour. I'd love to. I mean, it's my toy collection. It's my personal collection. It's filled with Masters of the Universe, unopened. You know.
David doesn't know what that is.
He-Man.
He never had cable.
Apparently.
We don't
childhood memories.
we don't want to rub this in his face. So let's just talk about your other hobby.
Right. So my hobby, my pastime. I am part of a fencing league, but instead of using FA swords, you know, the traditional, you know,
The
the
rapiers.
foils.
Did you say essay? Like essays are you? Hey, like what's up, essay?
No.
Saber on you, eh?
Yeah. So,
Man.
so instead of those Olympic style sabers, we actually fence using lightsabers,
Oh.
and these are
Wait, real lightsabers? Where'd you get them from?
totally.
Is that technology available? What's up,
Yeah,
Jacob?
how'd you get that?
Hey, John.
What do you do for it?
Yeah, so I mean, we don't make our own lightsabers. We buy it off.
Obviously, you just get the crystals and you go to someone else who makes them, right? The kyber crystals.
Yeah, you just mine it up.
I believe we have some images.
Of kyber lightsabers, real ones.
Yeah, this is what they're looking like. So this
that's
is
legit.
this is his group right here.
Right.
That's fucking cool.
We picked this a few weeks ago.
Do you use the those sabers, the ones that you like really bash around them, like
Exactly.
How hard can you hit with these sabers?
Very hard.
These are made from really durable polycarbonate.
That's
cool. For our lead, we actually get them custom made because we use a thinner blade, so there's more
Right.
flex.
Don't the little lights inside go out of place, like when you're hitting them?
Well, that's it. The LED is in the handle.
Oh.
It's basically
It's in the hilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, Mr. Fancy.
Oh, you're fancy, huh?
Yeah, but no. I mean, the blade is just plastic, so.
Where are you sitting in all this? Are you on the bottom right?
No, he's right there in the center, top
Oh,
center.
I see you.
Right center.
You can see his angel wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I have a wing tattoo. But yeah, this base is actually in Irvine. We have 3 locations right here in Southern California. Irvine, we have one in Buena Park, and we also have one in LA.
Would you guys like hang out with me if I went like there? Is it cool if I hang out with you guys, like be friends and stuff?
Yeah, and we.
He's looking for some friends.
I mean, yeah.
No,
I'm not that good of a friend.
no.
So it sucks that we can't join in or zoom in because I know that there's a fucking Jar Jar mask that you got over
Wait, where?
I zoomed in on my phone. The top right hand side, you have 2 masks that I could see clearly.
Yeah.
And then is that Muscle Man down there?
Muscle Man? Where? You mean the top right?
You do grandma.
No. I mean on the bottom left, I see a Muscle Man. It might not be Muscle Man.
I think that's you're talking about Ewok. That was one of our.
Is that an Ewok? It looks like fucking Muscle Man.
Where? Do you
know who else
Muscle Man
fights
and
with
Ewoks from
lightsabers?
Josh?
My mom.
My mom. You know who else likes to hang out?
Are you talking about this guy right here?
Yeah.
Right
The
there,
bandana?
bottom left.
Oh.
Come on, tell me that doesn't look like Muscle Man.
Well, Muscle Man has a bit like greener flesh tone. That like looks like a dark
Okay.
blue.
A dark Muscle
It's
Man.
supposed to be Wicket, so you know the Wicket with the the little Ewok with the hood, the brown.
Warwick Davis.
Oh, okay, that's a hood. I get it.
Exactly. But the Jar Jar mask, I hosted a mask painting party at my house. I taught our members how to stencil and paint, and I provided all the equipment. And those Jar Jar masks, we actually have loaner gear. So David, if you want to play, you're more than welcome to come over. We have all the shit that you can just grab and.
Do you guys have like
Play it?
role-playing names? Like, is there like a Darth there? Is there like?
So no, we don't do that. There's no real force powers.
There's no real force powers.
I'm gonna try to
Can you guys be mature about this? I'm making a new friend here. Daniel, continue. Sorry about these guys.
No,
He's just acting like your friend for the show. As soon as we hang up, you're never gonna see
As soon
him
as you
again.
hang up, I'm going straight to his house for that fucking Korean barbecue. Did your mom come in and tell you it's ready? I'm
No,
on
she tried to feed me one right now. I'm like,
it. Hell yeah, dude. Do it.
You fucking
No.
lucky duck.
Right?
but again, I was saying we
Duck sounds good,
hosted.
too. I think I'll have
Lucky
that.
duck, hey?
Yeah, duck's good. We do duck at our house too. But those Jar Jar masks are part of our loaner gear. So if you show up, we'll probably put you in. a
And
Jar Jar.
is this like? Are these like competitions? Like, are there
Jar
winners
Jar the whole time.
with this?
It's
So
better
yeah, that comes to my next
Okay.
point. We do actual fencing style.
Okay.
So it's like point based.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we are holding a national tournament. We hold tournaments every other month, but we are holding a national tournament in Vegas in December 15th. And this will be held at SkillCon at the Rio Hotel.
Wow.
Penn and Teller will be commentating on our tournament. So that's kind of big
Nice.
news. We just found out yesterday. So
Have you ever gone to Comic-Con, Daniel?
of course, yes, I go to go to most conventions.
You see at Comic-Con when they fight and shit? That was like the first time I've seen people do that kind of stuff. Like live action role playing, like fighting and shit, yeah.
First time he's ever really been around nerds, I guess. This is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, no, I haven't. Aside from Pierce, but he doesn't do any physical stuff. He's more of a mental nerd.
He's more of a behind the desk kind of guy, like, just typing away.
The cool thing is our group, we expand. We have a sister company or a sister group in Hawaii.
Wow.
We have another one affiliated with us in Dallas.
That's cool, dude.
we're trying to expand out to Portland, you know, and maybe
And Spokane, Washington.
hey,
Good luck.
Just saying.
Good luck.
I would like if they fund it and let me go out there, I'll totally go out to
So-
Washington. I mean,
Talk to
you
Josh
guys are
about that. He's got a
Since
little-
it's fencing style,
Yeah.
since it
We actually have a clip.
Oh, yeah?
I was gonna say. Go ahead, Pierce. Pierce, what the fuck do you mean by wingers? By the way?
wingers.
Wingers?
Is that what you did? You say wingers? Or
No.
Say
No,
winners?
we never said
All right.
wingers.
Hey, Daniel, go ahead and walk us through what's happening here. Pierce played it already. You're on the left, right?
I am on the left, right? So, I wear hockey gear, very fight because you know it does well. It's like it's out paintball. And these are highlights from a tournament back in March. And believe it or not, I was super hungover because I went.
Did
to
you
the
just
duck-
did you just get struck right there?
No.
There you did though.
That last one, yes, because I showed that I still fucked up, but I was attempting something. But
So
no,
tell me-
all was actually highlights of me. I was getting the shot, and this one, I bought an inflatable Reptar suit, and I surprised the group just by dressing up in that and fucking around with it. So, just you know, I goof around. I spend my money on this. I'm not responsible.
Clearly, we can see behind you.
Yeah, so that's at the Irvine location. That's at Irvine Great Park or OC Great Park. Yeah, so come and join us. We're there every Sunday, man. We're actually there right now, so I'm here for you guys. I'm missing out on the group tonight. So.
Oh, shit.
We really
thanks
appreciate
for
having you
fucking
on,
joining
dude.
us.
Yeah,
So,
thanks so much.
David, I might have something to deter you because you're such a bitch, and they actually do get injured. I sent Pierce an image of this. So, Pierce, go ahead and share that last photo that I sent you. Why'd you look confused when I said you were a bitch, David?
Because
Look
you
at that,
cut out,
look-
I couldn't hear. You're like, actually, I have something to. Because you're a bitch.
Ah, God
That's
damn
what
it.
you said. Yeah, you stupid fuck.
So-
How about that?
Look at that arm in the middle. That
What, the
fucking
welt?
That welt.
On the elbow
What about
or
it?
on the wrist?
So,
They're both pretty bad.
I said them.
So when you do join us, if it's your first time, we do make you sign a liability waiver. You know.
Wait, no. Is it like if it's your first time there, you have to fight?
Yeah, it's like Fight Club.
It's like Fight Club, right?
Well, I mean, if you, yeah. I mean, I honestly, personally, I don't respect you unless I actually have a match with you.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
See, here's the thing that why I was asking
he's trying to
about.
tell you, in other
This is
words,
why-
just,
Dude,
That's why I was asking about
Hey,
names.
I fight all the time. I'm pretty good with fucking weaponry. Just saying. Not trying to brag.
Okay.
You know, I don't have any ill will to anybody necessarily, but I do get reprimanded for hurting.
Excessive violence.
Like a red card, like in soccer.
No, I mean
Nobody fucking watches soccer. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's online right
So
now.
there's no dual wielding.
We
There's
talk
no
about real sports here.
there's no double blades here. There's no dual wielding. It's all one-handed, right?
Actually, no, we do dual
Oh.
dual wielding now. The double blades, we tried incorporating that, but it's not really functional.
Yeah.
You know, and it looks kind of you know, just like big curious guys, you know, wave around their shit.
Yeah.
You know, they look like they're air. But as I was saying earlier, these welts, these injuries we get, it's similar to getting shot with a paintball. You know, each of those welts are from single strikes, and a
Wow.
lot of them it could be from you. You know, you blocked the blade. You know, you made blade-to-blade contact, but because the blades are so flimsy and thin, they kind of flex and whip in.
Yeah, like
So-
whip off.
Right,
Alright.
exactly. Yeah. And the way we spar, the way we fight is very much like Taekwondo, you know, point based. You know, you just dart in and dart out.
Taekwondo.
Like, yeah, you try to get the first contact, get the hell out of there. We don't go prolonged contact where we start waving
Right.
at each other.
Like fencing.
I mean,
Fencing, you have that arm,
Yeah.
right? You have that like.
But it is
Wait,
in
fencing-
fencing it,
Fencing, but
Right.
better.
but it's
Yeah,
similar to
yeah.
where like
It
you
depends.
hit and you get out.
right. So it depends on your style. Josh, you might have been talking about like a HEMA group where they do historical European martial arts. They're the ones that dress up in actual like medieval type of gear, maybe some chainmail. They get
Yeah.
like long.
Yeah. You mean at Comic-Con?
Exactly, the conventions.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, so at Comic-Con, you could choose your weaponry. So you could have up to 2 things. So there's some people who choose like just one sword, and there's some people who choose like a shield and a sword, or fucking like a what's that thing called? Like a
A mace.
There you go.
What?
Mace. I was gonna say maize. A mace.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Maize is corn.
So there's a winner to these competitions. There's a winner to these competitions. Do you have some sort of like ranking system for everybody?
Yeah, we do have a ranking system, and as I said, we have sister groups in other states. So
you don't allow girls in your group then?
No, we do. There are female. You know, we have.
Shut up, Josh.
I was just kidding.
Be nice, dude.
I was just kidding.
2018. Stop being sexist.
I was just joshing you. That's all.
It's okay. We'll allow David to play, male or female.
Oh, it's because the unisex haircut, right? Ellen DeGeneres you got on the
Called
show.
the gender neutral haircut. So open in the gender neutral bathroom, right?
My boy David's got facial hair, man. I can't grow hair. I got that Asian gene. I'm you know, I get.
I mean,
I got lucky,
Hey,
man. This is
I
from
can grow-
Gene still. This is still.
Oh,
hey, Pierce, you can grow one hell of an eyebrow though. I'll tell you that much.
That's messed up. Okay, so back to the rating system. So I feel like if you're not doing this, you're definitely missing out. Is like the higher you're rated, like you get a different title. Like you could be like, and you can join like a different faction. All this is just like not really having to do with the competition, but just like a little side thing where like you could have somebody who's a Jedi Master because their rating is like over a certain.
How could be on the council not be a master?
No. I'm sorry.
That's never been done before in the history of the Jedi.
David, you'll have to learn Force in a different way, you know, because normally you're not so good with girls, so.
It's called the Force.
You use. Daniel gets it. Wait, fuck. This guy over here gets it.
I don't get it.
Sorry, continue with your ranking stuff.
No. So I'm sorry. Rank. You're thinking rank as in like master, apprentice.
No, I
like
was
that.
thinking like
Master
an
and
ELO
servant.
rating. You know, like
It's a lot.
you win and you gain points, you lose.
Right. Yes. So that is. What
Okay,
we do. And in fact, I've been part of this group since September. Yet I just broke top 10.
Wow,
So fuck
nice.
it. All, you know.
Yo.
Are you flipping? Hold on, real quick. Are you flipping us off or them?
Oh no. That.
You
All
He's like, fuck you guys. I'm off this show. I broke top 10, bitches.
Drop the mic.
Oh, but nah, man. I mean, it's honestly it's.
So it's a
fun,
number
and
system, right?
it's a
So that's
number
what I'm
system.
saying is
doing-
like, okay, so like let's say you're 80 out of 100, that's when you get the rank of Jedi Master.
Well, we don't officially call anybody Jedi Master. We don't have that.
There's copyright and shit involved. You know,
Exactly.
they're so close to Disneyland. They just don't want to risk that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Mickey's just.
We do have a police force that patrols the streets of Anaheim. You know?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
They wear white gloves. They're like, oh, stop right there.
Absolutely. But no, it's been great, and honestly, the best part about it has been the group. I have networked and made a lot of friends through this, you know, and it got to the point where now I'm even hosting game nights at my own house,
Oh.
and
Yo,
most
that's awesome.
of the members, we play Magic the Gathering, we play Dungeons and Dragons,
Oh, nice.
we play.
Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah,
I've been wanting to play that for a bit. Like, I never really quite got into it.
Yo, we were all noobs, and I'm usually the DM. We were all noobs. Most of us hasn't played. We had one guy that's a veteran, and yeah, we're all learning. We've only done like what, 2 nights.
Okay. I
But,
might swing by it if that's cool. Is your mom cooking again that night? Because I'm not going.
So hold on, real quick. If David's going, you might not want girls there. Just saying.
In all fairness,
Remember when I was talking about using the Force earlier?
there aren't many girls that show up, and the girls that do, most of them are, you know, they're already tied up. But
See?
Oh, David doesn't care about that. They're like I got a boyfriend.
Shit, I don't care.
They're like, I got a boyfriend, and David's like, so what? I got a madness. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, I thought we were naming things we could cheat on.
Good
You
one,
want to
man.
talk about that time I actually used it?
No,
Line?
talk about the girl that you had an interaction with this week. So I have a new segment
God.
because
I
we
don't
know
wanna talk about it.
David, you know, sometimes has a little bit of a problem. So this weekend, David met a girl. So I have a new segment called David's Casual Encounters.
That's the segment? I thought we were going to do the serial killer thing.
Nope, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, great.
You
I wish these casual
prepped for the,
encounters would be serial killer things.
you prepped for the wrong thing.
Anywho.
So tell me about this girl you've been posting about.
It all starts off, right? So, Thursday night, beer night at Olive Pit. Me and boys, we always gotta go, we gotta get a drink on. We go there, a friend of mine brings his cousin who's from out of town. And,
So she doesn't know you or your reputation? Good,
no,
that's what you're looking for.
So then, we start talking, and then, she's like trying to get to know me or whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about you or getting to know you. So then, I don't know
Good thought process for a single guy, yeah.
What?
I said good thought process for a single guy.
Yeah, I just don't care, it doesn't matter. I'm not looking to marry this girl. And I wouldn't after I found out. I don't know how the hell we got on the subject, but she said that I don't like dogs. And I said, I thought I couldn't hear her because of music. There was a lot of trap music going on. I was like, what? She goes, I don't like dogs. I said, why? She's like, well, they smell. I was like, really? All you have to do is just give them, a bath or whatever. She goes, I don't like dogs. I'm like, wow. I don't know how the hell I ended up getting her number, but I need to delete it from my phone because I'm not gonna mess with a woman.
David, you don't own a dog.
Yeah, I got Carl right here. Carl, get over here, buddy.
That's not your dog.
Here, buddy. I got Carl. Carl the Saint. How about that for a dog? Say hi. Speak, Carl.
That's a proper dog. You know what? I don't trust people that say they don't like dogs. I understand if you're afraid of dogs, that's one thing. But to say you don't like dogs is like...
Oh, it's camera shy.
Why?
What if you don't like cats? Because I fucking hate cats.
Cats are the devil. I had cats, but they're the fucking devil. If the cat does not belong to you, it's a coin flip. You don't know if the cat's gonna be cool or not, man. So,
but you can you can tell what a dog's body language is. Like, if it's wagging its tail, it looks happy.
If I see a dog walking down the street, I have a higher likelihood of being say, "Hey, buddy, come here," and helping it out, as opposed to a cat walking down the street. He just gives you that fucking dirty look and just continues to go.
Fuck cats.
Yeah, man. Fuck cats.
So,
man.
so David.
Yo.
You didn't close the deal that night then.
Oh no.
You got a number.
I ended up kissing her, but I just didn't. After that whole dog remark, I was just like, you know what? I went it was like.
But she's from out of town, so why does it matter?
I don't want to hook up with some girl. That's not even a human being if they don't like dogs, dude. Don't you understand? Dogs are always going to be better than people. Hands down.
This is how you know David's in his 30s or he's older, because now he has to rationalize why he doesn't want to fuck a girl.
No, he's just trying to be like, it was me who made the decision, not her.
Right,
you know what I mean?
It's like, it was consensual. We both decided,
But I think that's absolutely true because you guys just saw on the stream David's only friend. So it's very important.
Carl? Yeah, my only friend.
Kidding.
Hear that, Josh? Go fuck yourself.
I'm the one who said it. Of course I fucking heard it, you dumb fuck. Man, you are dumb.
Yeah, a comment here. My dog will kill a mofo. He is crazy. Yeah, there's some crazy dogs too, but again, like Pierce said, you can see if they're gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
First of all, they'll be barking at you.
Yeah.
A cat will just give you like this blank stare before it decides to claw you or run away or...
That get back stare.
Yeah.
So speaking of Dave's love life, David's love life, he has
That's non-existent.
He has a Kat Von D poster on his ceiling.
You already discussed that last episode, dude.
I did, but I wanted to touch a little more on it because
Why?
David doesn't have any tattoos, right, David?
Why, scared?
So
no,
hold on.
I have a Catholic mother. That's
This is part of my remember that one time, so it just ties in. All right, I already talked about Kat Von D. It's part of my remember that one time. So, I was talking to Dave about tattoos. David said he will only let Kat Von D tattoo him because he was in love with Kat Von D. Right, the very first time Kat Von D. Right, and one time we were in the kitchen and his mom he was talking about not getting a tattoo, and his mom said, "Yeah, over my dead, or you could get tattooed when I'm dead." And he said, "Well, hurry up!"
Oh my god!
My mom starts crying as soon as we start bringing up tattoos. Josh, doesn't she get freaking emotional?
Yeah, she does. She gets super emotional. And his fucking friend shows up, fucking super covered.
I wonder who that is.
I was gonna say, she must think you're the fucking devil.
Yeah. She thinks I'm the fucking bad influence in this friendship. This mother, where's he at? Down there. That motherfucker over there. He is a bad influence.
What do I do besides ruin your marriage?
I have these wings, and when I got it, then I was raised Catholic too. But these represent my conscience, a devil and an angel. And
you drank a lot of Red Bull.
No, man, I feel guilty all the time, dude. So
everybody go out and buy Red Bull. I'm just trying to promote shit on the show.
I got outed by my aunt, man. I was hiding this for about a good couple months, and then we went to this family reunion out in Vegas, and my mom did not know.
And you take your shirt off. You're like, it's hot in here.
You want to know how you combat that?
What?
Make this the tattoo that you get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, man. I don't know, man. That's you.
I remember when you got that and we showed Mom, and she's like, "You got another one?" She smacked it. You're like, "Ah, damn it!"
I got it for her birthday. She thought it was fake, and she fucking slapped it.
Yeah, dude. She was hilarious. Is Mama watching? Mom?
Josh, let me ask you. Are you okay with the pain? Was any part, like unbearable?
Dude,
Josh is like perverse in that sense.
I've got tattoos everywhere, man. I mean, I'm way past that.
Everywhere. And I mean,
the pain on the inside is nothing compared to the pain on the outside. So
sure, we got some feet. I lose some, cool points, but I cannot deal with the pain. I actually struggled with it. So when I got my second wing done, the artist suggested I go to a sex shop and buy a dick spray, like a dick desensitizer spray. You know that thing.
What the hell?
Like you bust too early.
Yeah, you could pick something up like that.
Your skin,
I was thinking about it. It makes you last longer. That's why you use it.
Yeah, I tried it for sex.
No.
It sucked. Man. For the tattoo, it was amazing, man.
You're like, god damn it.
No, like you don't feel nothing.
They have some topical anesthesias that has like lidocaine in it. That are non-sex shop stuff. But I guess that's the quickest way to get it. I didn't even think about that shit. Now I know.
You put it in his head now.
There you go. Now you can get a dick tattoo.
Come find me at your local sex shop.
Suddenly, like a surplus or like a shortage of Stud 9. By the way, it's Stud 9. That's what it's called. Stud 9 spray.
Stud 9, nice.
Yeah.
So David, do you remember the first David? So David never had a tattoo, but David gave a tattoo.
Yep.
You remember the first tattoo that you gave? Well, I think it was
the only
one, right?
The only one, yeah, because you didn't trust me with anything else. So I wanted to be the one at least to do the outline. After I did that first tattoo, and I noticed like how you have to be in control when you're using the the needle or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I could follow the lines basically, the stencil. I'm like, I could do that shit.
So yeah. I was doing a tattoo party. And it was for Kevin's friends. So Kevin, he was on episode 5. He'll be back again.
It was Kevin's friends, yeah.
Kevin's friends. And
it was Kevin's friends, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Kevin's.
It was Kyle.
No, I don't know. Anyway, not important. So we had them all over, and this one kid wanted your name, literally like your name, on his butt. And I tattooed everybody beforehand, and then I was like, I'm not tattooing this fucking kid's ass. Like, I don't care how much he gives me, I'm not tattooing his ass. And then he was like, oh, I only got like $40, and I was like, $40? That's the most money I've ever heard in my life, you know?
Right?
And I was just like, hey, why don't you just buy pizza for this whole party? And he was like, oh, but I'm gonna use some of my $40. I was like, it's okay. And I was telling David, I was like, I'm not tattooing this fucking kid anyway.
No, so I was like, come up with the game plan. He's like, I want to pretend like you were a tattoo artist as well, and then you haven't done.
Yeah, so that's what I came up with. So I was just like, fuck it, had him order pizza, and then I was like, David, you mind tattooing this kid? And I was like, I'm just gonna sell it. I'm gonna talk about you being like a tattoo artist.
Oh my god.
So I sold it big time. They thought David was like my boss, basically.
Really
they thought he was fucking great. And then so I drew it out, right? I wrote it out in cursive. I fucking made the stencil and everything. I told David how to do it. So I walked him through how to stencil.
He knew how to do it.
Whispering in my ear as the machine's going like. Zzz.
Yeah, and I was just like, do this, David. Do it. I made the stencil. I kind of walked David through how to put the stencil on with the kid's pants like half down. You can see a little bit of his crack, but David was basically grabbing this kid's butt and tattooing him.
You kept telling me to stretch.
You have to stretch the skin out. You have to stretch the skin out. You said you wanted to do it.
You said you wanted me to do it.
I just said I wasn't going to do it, and I told. I just wanted pizza.
Wait. So placement, where is it? It's on his butt cheek? It's on his cheek or the tramp stamp?
No, butt cheek.
Butt cheek.
Oh,
Butt
damn.
cheek. Yeah.
So you had to just grab that motherfucker.
It was right there. Spreading his fingers apart.
Yeah, you know what?
Man. So Dave, you remember that? It was Andy. His name was Andy.
Andy,
You remember he was walking around like a crab? This kid was fucking weird, dude. So he was talking to us and he had a cigarette in his hand because he was trying to be cool, right? And he just like swung his cigarette around when he was talking. And he was like ended up like crab walking around us as we were talking in a circle. And he was bent
so
down
weird,
and
dude.
just walking around like a. Kevin's friends are fucking weird, dude.
All of them, man.
Shit,
Oh man, I don't know how he didn't get so weird.
Right? Kevin's like a saint compared to all of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
man.
halfway through this tattoo, like I'm near the end of this thing, and I'm like, hey, Andy, I gotta be honest with you, dude. I've never tattooed anybody before. And he kind of looks back. He's like, what?
I think he said something like, "This is my first time,"
Yes.
and you were like, "Mine too."
There you go.
Hey, you get
All
what
right.
you paid for. He didn't
Right?
technically pay for
$40,
anything.
man. It's you.
You should have tattooed pizza on him because he paid for pizza. So let's move to Facebook memories real quick. I just have a couple for you guys, and then we have our announcement before we go. So here's one right here. Is my son okay? You won't be needing that one anymore.
That's rough.
Oh, man.
Is that from a TV show?
It gets worse. It gets worse, trust me.
It looks like it might be from a TV show.
Excuse me, miss. I'd like the porn in my room disabled. We only have regular porn, you sick bastard.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
And then I thought, because I'm so dark, let's lighten it up with something a little nicer. Applies to photography school. Here's my portfolio. And this is a throwback to earlier because we talked
I
about
love
it. Fucking
this
Pokemon
game.
Snap.
They need to redo this game.
Pokemon Snap.
This game would be perfect for the Switch. You could use the little controllers as cameras.
You know what they should do is turn this into one of those. What's that? The augmented
Oh
reality.
yeah, that would be
Do
great.
they have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Like Pokemon Go, yeah.
No.
Get
No,
rid
Virtual
I mean-
reality, not
Yeah.
augmented. Virtual.
Well, no, it's called augmented, isn't it? That's
You-
the one where
so you're
you
talking
switch
about real
your-
life.
VR is when you have the
Yeah.
VR. Virtual reality. Augmented reality is when you see actual things through the camera with something
Yeah.
added to it.
Okay. So
What's real
the
reality?
problem with augmented is that it's hard to do like really good quality. But if you do virtual reality, you can actually be in Pokemon Snap and be in the world.
Dude,
So you're virtually in there?
I have an iPhone 10, and I could have like a fucking Tyrannosaurus chasing Coralie around the room with fucking augmented reality. I'm telling you, it's great.
Pokemon Go is augmented
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Did you get it? Hey, must go faster. Must go faster when she's running from the T-Rex.
What? I didn't hear you.
When she's running from the T-Rex, did you get her to say must go faster? Must go faster.
Oh no, I should have
Idiot! Come on.
missed
Yeah.
opportunities.
You're right.
So anyway, let me talk about some fucking announcement that we have. Actually, I just have one announcement. I changed the next one to next week, so I have a new
So
one.
that
next
announcement,
week.
you're gonna have to wait for that next one.
Yeah, tune in next week for my next announcement. But this announcement that I have here, we are now on iTunes.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations!
Fucking killer, right? So, normally people who miss the shows, they have to rewatch it on YouTube. They have to keep their screen open. They can't multitask.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person, like, when I wake up in the morning, I listen to a podcast while I get ready and shit. While I drive to work, I'm listening to podcasts. So, now you have the ability to do it. iTunes, fucking Speakeasy Gentlemen, look it up. We're fucking right there. If you do not have an iPhone, we're on Podbean and Overcast, but Podbean works great. Type in Speakeasy Gentlemen if you have an Android phone. But yeah, we're fucking, so our audio podcasts are uploaded, so if you just want to fucking listen to the audio, now we're up there. So, fuck yeah,
Sweet.
dude. It took forever. We were supposed to do this since, like, episode 3, and then somebody, Ricky, finally got it done because we relied on other people who didn't fucking do it.
Thanks, Ricardo.
But Ricky finally got it done. She's going to upload tonight's episode, so if you missed part of tonight's episode, it'll be there tomorrow. But yeah, fuck yeah, dude. We're part of Podbean, fucking
We're
iTunes,
there.
fucking anywhere your
We're on the
podcasts are
billboards.
sold. Anyway, I think that's it. That's it for the night. Do we know what we're drinking next week? Jack Daniels?
I read Jack and Coke. So
Okay.
Louise?
I don't drink caffeine, so Jack Daniels it is. That looked like an aloha, but I was just asking for more alcohol. So,
Saw that.
Thank you
Daniel.
everybody for watching. Pierce, I don't know if you've been watching it. So let me start. So Lotta Jid, aka Sam, John, thanks for watching.
Hello.
Jade. Let's see here. Who else am I missing? Daniel. Lightspeed Saber League. Thanks for fucking tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. We'll have more of you guys on the show if you want. Let's see here. Who else we got?
That'd be fun.
Is that it?
Yeah.
JJ, whoever JJ is, thank you
We
for
got 5
tuning in.
people
Jess. I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. Thank you, Daniel, for fucking joining in and leaving your team behind tonight.
Hey, I had a great time. Thank you very much. Real quick, follow me on Instagram, Daniel Kim FXMUA. The letters, Daniel Kim FXMUA.
So you did blow us a kiss earlier. FX.
Did I?
FX moi. Is that what that is?
Moi. No, MUA, makeup artist.
Oh.
And check out lightspeed-saber.com. Join us. We're everywhere. David, please come out and play, man.
Dude,
let's expand out to Spokane, though. Hey,
out.
I'll promote out here. Let's expand. I'll get the Layer League involved. Let's fucking do this shit.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. All right,
Speakeasy team. Thanks a lot, Speakeasy team. George, Vader, Ricky, Sam, and of course Kenny. Fuck, I hope it came through on the stream. But Kenny's segment was great. If you guys did not get to hear it very well, I'll post it up on our YouTube site, Fuck,
Our
YouTube
channel,
site.
yeah.
I'll post it up on our Facebook channel. So make sure you look up Speakeasy Gentlemen on Facebook. I'll post it up on there so you can watch Kenny's videos. They're fucking great. They're hilarious. Anyway, Daniel, go ahead and read us out.
Read you out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Facebook.com/the Speakeasy Gentlemen. Thank you, everybody. I had fun.
Yeah.